Today we're doing an Angel Feather deck profile. This is a build of a Nociel and Gavrail at the same time. So let's start with the obvious contender right here. The grade 3 Nociel. You ride him, you put in a Nociel, you get something else, you take the Nociel back, you check the top of your deck, put another thing, hopefully a Nociel, and then you get this kind of train going where you keep feeding your hand. He's an amazing first ride. You don't depend on GB. You can, well, you don't really care whether you go first or not because you can just ride this one and plus enormously. Then we have the backup Gavrail. The plan is to always ride this one first and then go into Gavrail later because in the late game this is an amazing defensive card and also nice SP. Sadly this is not my deck, this is the deck of my teammate Nikki.
Hello!
So yeah, let's go. One tech poker. Honestly, I don't agree with this. But yeah, it's against the Link Joker matchup. Our other player is a Messiah player, so Nikki is very used to being frustrated, and so he runs this poker.
It's just for the moment.
We might add a Sariel in the future to search it out. Then for MVP, strongest card in the deck, completely makes the deck. If they ever limit this, fucking Gavrail is dead. When you get a damage, you get +2 to this one and the Vanguard, so the Vanguard basically becomes unhittable. You no longer hit for magic numbers, so if you oppose this deck, you will probably be pretty pissed, especially Aquaforce and Gears, because Melem and Tidal and all that stuff can no longer hit. Next up, 4 of the Nociel grade 2, basically for the Nociel name, so you can do your shenanigans with the grade 3. Apart from that, you can also just make your hand more ideal, but you don't do that as much as just the abuse with the grade 3. Then 2 Pegasus. You could run Harut if you wanted to, or Zabania, but you kind of need more rescue stuff for that. Overall, Pegasus is really nice to ride, it's nice and defensive, and also if you're going to go for the grade 4 guy who can change your 5 damage to your deck and add 10k to this is pretty nice as well. Overall, it's a good ride target. Next up, we have 4 PG, and again, nice SP. It's the Rescue PG. You can filter your hand into the damage zone and vice versa, so you can get the effect of pretty often hitting that heal or that defensive 5k stand trigger onto the Gavrail is very nice. We wouldn't really run Unflip unless we get something new that uses a lot of CB. And even then you can easily cycle out that CB stuff. Then we have the 4 other MVP. This Unbroken Heart is basically the heart of the deck. This guy will make your Gavrail 13k by default all the freaking time. He will also give you better hands, you can get your heals, you can get your PGs. So this is very, very nice. Next up, 4 Stride Fodder. Again, pretty obvious why you would want to run that. Then 3 Malik. Rescue shenanigans, call it from the damage zone. Get a rescue check after the attack. Get some crits, get some stands. Very nice. Then we have 4 of the Gavrail crit. Again, very handy. Basically get a draw and 5k. Then 1 Refros. RIP, our guy Refros used to be at 4, but now we can't. He's just too damn good. The loop was ridiculous as well. Then 4 Nociel stand for the name. Very, very good card. 3 of this guy. He's actually way better than people gave him credit for in the beginning. Overall, he just gives you an extra rescue check. And also stands are amazing in this deck because you usually have huge numbers, and your extra check from a Gavrail grade 4 really gives you way too many standing columns. Then we have the 4 recycling heals, very obvious choice, very nice as well. And the 1 Azrael, really good starter, can basically give you anything from your damage, give it into your hand, very handy. Next up, the G-Zone, we have 3 of this babe. This girl, this goddess, she's amazing. You G-guard, you get a rescue check, often a heal, or another 5k defensive. This is just a very, very defensive deck. And decks that easily run out of steam will have a very hard time, like Sanctuary Guard, my deck. Very, very sad. Next up, 1 Dismal, Protected Broken Heart with your fucking life. It's an amazing card, you need it. 1 Sea Breeze to fuck people who are great stuck. You don't really need it because even though a lot of your stuff is GB restricted, your Nociel is enough to get your engine running. So overall it's just punishing for the great stock. Then this guy, if you don't have any counterblast, he will give you 5 counterblast. Very, very handy. Also, if you have broken heart, this guy, that's an automatic 10k, 10k, 20k, and that makes it very deadly. Then for MVP Gavrail Stride, basically you get 5 trigger checks, which is insane, and also +2 a lot. So overall this is just a very, very offensive card. Next up, for Raphael, there's also an option to run 4 of this and 2 of Raphael, or 2 of Raphael and then some other decks. This is basically the healer, very, very handy, but overall you don't go into it as often because this one is just too amazing. So could pump it up. And then this one, free check, good first stride, so could run 4, but it's personal preference really. So that was the Angel Feather deck profile. If you have any questions, Nikki will answer them in the comments. And yeah, make sure you subscribe. Also check out this amazing playmat. I designed it, so hit me up for playmat designs because I do them for everyone because I'm a nice person and I like money. Ciao!